structured water. That's something I've harbored on for a while because everyone's asking what's the cleanest water? What about filter? Everyone has an app now, and patients send me all the time, oh, this one said it's high in lead, and this one, and but is it really more so? You want clean water, but also I know that you kind of you have your own structure, I believe, and you can get into, but is it more so about the structuring than it is even about what's in it? What are your thoughts?
Uh, Structured water, unfortunately, still is in the category of pseudoscience.
Yep.
But uh, several years ago, I discovered this by accident. Uh, I'm Middle Eastern by background, and we have a tradition of drinking water from a carafe with a little spout that we pour into our mouths and we drink and swallow as we drink. It's very satisfying. So one day I filled a glass carafe of water and I put it on a cluster of quartz that I had in my home as a decorative piece. And I left it there overnight. And the next morning, when I went to taste it, it was completely different.
Mhm.
And I had my wife taste it and she could taste it. And over the next few months, I had guests who came to my house, family and friends, and I'd have them drink a glass of water, take a few sips, notice the taste, and then I'd add about an ounce of this crystal water, I called it.
Mhm.
And about two-thirds of them said right away, whoa, that's changed. So that led me down a rabbit hole that uh, has included launching a bottled water brand called Vicus. Over time, we became members of an institute in the Netherlands called WETSUS. And this is a center for excellence in water research. And it's the only place in the world where there's research going on to study the physical properties of water. It's called the Applied Water Physics Research Group. And the exact mechanisms are being worked out in terms of nanobubbles maybe affecting the structure of water or its physical properties. A lot of the research that they've done has been around using a vortex to structure water. And many people can structure their water at home by passing it through a rifled pipe that
Mhm.
creates a vortex. And I think the thing that for me is most profound is thinking that the water in nature is structured for a reason.
Yes.
And that reason is that the earth is a giant magnet.
Mhm.
And just like there's piezoelectric collagen in the human body that turns electricity into vibration in us, the crust of the earth is filled with quartz
Yeah.
that is making water buzz on our planet. And so all of the water that we drink is what you might call living water for that
Mhm.
reason. And when we process water to make it safe to drink, whether we use chlorine or ozone, it may be that we're breaking apart this lattice of H2O molecules that exists in water, these geometric shapes that mimic the shapes of quartz and collagen in nature. The same way that homeopathy works, where you dilute a substance until there's nothing of the original substance left, but what's left is the structure of those molecules stored in little pieces of Lego called H2O.
Right.
And so many people are using crystals in their water bottles,
Mhm.
or, there are magnets and lasers and other things that you can do to structure water. And, my what's a doctor doing making water? I think for me, this is intimately connected to this concept of chi.
Mm,
I think that water is the essence of life for us in our bodies. What makes life possible is water and its unique properties. And I think the same is true for why there's life on Earth. I think
right.
without water and without structured water transmitting information between a cell and its environment, between a human and its environment, life is not possible. So I think this is really it's fascinating and it can be a rabbit hole, but I think the message is that water has properties that are unique and important. And if you want to be healthy, yes, you want to make sure that your water doesn't contain microplastics or lead. Yes, you want to make sure that it contains the right minerality. But I think it would be my ambition to see that one day we all know that if you're not drinking water that's been restructured, you're missing something.
I couldn't agree more. And it is really a fascinating subject. And we could have a whole episode probably just about us between the two of us. But you're right. I think there's something to be said when we are 99% molecularly water. What is the quality of the water? Not just looking at less impurities, but actual structure to it. And Emoto's work is fascinating also, right? In the structure of water, how you speak to water and it changes the crystalline structures when you freeze it and all these things. So it's really
Again,
fascinating.
I love this guy's story and I love his work. And it's unfortunate that he's been categorized as a non-scientist and that his
Right.
work is pseudoscience. But I think it's important for science to try to replicate his findings. I think I was astonished to learn how little science is done on the subject, right? There's
Yep.
lots of research that shows that hydration promotes health, but the issue of water quality and health and these deep questions around, this most basic substance on earth. Why are we studying uh, erectile dysfunction, but we're
Yes.
not studying water?
Right. The basis of everything, it seems like it's the study of cells almost. It's the same equivalency that we need to know the building blocks of who we are to understand how we could stay healthy. And water is just so essential, as is sunlight, as a most of nature, right? Nature shows us the answers here.